All right. Very good morning, everyone. Welcome to our KSRP Esports Championship 2026. We are casting myself as Hayden, and I'm joined by Sir.Cloud. We'll be casting for the Dota 2 scene, where we have two finalists coming all the way from Malaysia, and they are names the Second Last Dance versus the Lolos.
Yes, and they have fought their way through before this from other rounds that was not on the broadcast, but they have now made their way towards the grand finals, which is today, and they'll be playing a best of three series.
Yes, indeed. They've come a long way. Basically, their qualifiers included online matches and a best of three series as well. And from there, they're able to secure their place. And right now, Second Last Dance versus the Lolos will be playing live in KL in a physical arena.
Yeah, and I really love the logo of Second Last Dance. It reminds me of my age. So yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun that they put out that logo. But yes, there are 7 players for each team, and I believe that obviously 2 of them will be subs because obviously you can't field 7 players inside of Dota. But who will be the main 7 players? We'll find out inside the game later.
Yeah, most likely the ones who are not playing today, they'll just be coaching and watching the games as well, giving up better observations in terms of strategies to support the teams.
Well, would you happen to know any of these players personally?
KSRP is a very big club, and no, I can't say I have. I've not been in the company long enough to recognize any of them.
Okay. Well, today they'll make themselves recognized then, I guess, based on the gameplay that they will show us later on. So it'll be interesting to see who will win this one. Well, we have not had any broadcast before this for any of these teams, so we don't really know.
Yeah, we're coming in blind. It's going to be a nice secret, but we're going to be super, super excited for them to showcase their talents as well.
Oh yeah, excited to see, definitely. Excited to see good Dota. And of course, that's the reason why they made it into the grand finals, because they not only beat other teams, but they are amazing themselves as well. So I am super stoked to see what's going to be happening later on inside the game.
Yeah, so for those of you who just happen to be joining us, we'd like to also apologize for some technical difficulties for running the stream a little bit later than usual. But we promise you it's going to be an exciting match coming up in this best of 3 series.
Yes, it's a best of 3, so, well, who knows, right? Whether it will go 2-0 or whether we will go like 2-1. Well, you guys better stay tuned and find out. And who will win? Do put it in the comment section as well. We'd like to hear your thoughts. Maybe some of you do know some of these players and they're amazing players. Maybe you can share your information with us. We wouldn't mind reading them.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know what you think about them. Yeah, that will definitely give us a better insight of what these players can really play out.
Right. So while we await for the draft to begin, so maybe we can have a little bit of a chit chatter. So Hayden, when it comes to Dota, right, what's your favorite hero?
Oh wow, I usually just play support. And it's been a while since I've played Dota, but my go-to hero would usually be Rubik. I think he's just a really fun hero to, you can just play any other spells from other heroes, and Rubik offers such flexibility in terms of counters as well as providing support for the team.
You really need to have fast hands and also fast thinking, because it depends on what kind of skills that you're able to steal, right? And how you use it at the right moment. Yeah, I can't play Rubik to save my life. I will stick to the simple heroes, right? I will go for my go-to used to be like Omni Knight. But they have Omni Knight down to the ground. So I'm like, Omni Knight's not playable nowadays as a support. I'm a post-fight player as well.
Yeah.
So I go for Ogre Magi instead. At least I can contribute by stunning.
Yeah, Ogre Magi has always been like the simplest hero to play for any support. And because of that, you can just focus on so many other things, like in terms of timing, laning, and warding as well. Ogre is also such a really tanky hero. And with just its single target abilities, you can just do so much already. Offering in terms of lockdown, praying for gambling, in terms of multicast. Yeah, it's also such a fun hero to play with.
Yeah, it's always satisfying to see that the multicast happen, right? Like, oh, it goes like on and on and on and on. That stun, the fire blast.
3 times, 4 times, just the big money already.
Yeah. Yep. But you know, all good heroes that I like, they always like to nerf it. I used to be able to carry those days. I'd be carrying like, was it like 2 or 3 or 4 mangoes at the very beginning, and it's
Oh
good for
yeah.
me to like just tank all the way to like the 5th or 7th minute or so.
Yeah. Have you been watching TI? Did you notice any of the latest meta right now? I noticed the qualifiers, right, like OG. Um, they've mostly been running Tiny, for example, as their go-to carry.
I think Tiny has always been really good.
Hmm. And yes, it has stayed that way, right? In Dota, it's like whether you use him as a nuke or whether you use him as a versatile, right-click damager, he's always been a very significant hero to be picked in the drafts.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years that I see Tiny has not dropped off the meta. Like a lot of people really like to pick Tiny, and like what you say, right? You can also engage with the Tiny. You get a blink dagger, you go in, you avalanche, and then you toss. That combo is just devastating. And when you toss, you can toss your opponent towards your team, and they can finish them off. It's really good.
Yeah. One hero I was really looking forward to, it was Meepo. And one of the teams actually picked
Ooh.
Meepo in the qualifiers. Unfortunately, they didn't do too well. Apparently, quite a number of heroes are able to play around Meepo nowadays.
Oh man, Meepo is just a double-edged sword. Like
Yeah.
you really need to be able to control all the other Meepos, and if one of them dies, then everybody dies. It's just so dangerous. I remember when Meepo first came out, I had a lot of fun with it, and I focused onto like one Meepo and play with the net. But then it got changed over time, and now to me, it's not playable because it requires a lot of mechanical skills. So at my age, Meepo, I'll leave it for the younger guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a pianist, you probably fit right into it. But yeah, as we get older, it's really hard to just multitask. Just one hero is already hard enough, and controlling 4 at the same time, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man, my brain can't work that fast anymore. So I just enjoy good Meepo gameplay. But do you think we'll see a Meepo today?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical of the caliber that our players have in terms of comparison with the group in terms of world stage. But I do hope if they do play it, they hope to see an Earthshaker, resurfacing or an Enigma just to
Ooh,
play that out against. Yeah,
a nice Echo Slam.
yeah,
That'll
that
be
always makes
pretty
such a good
cool.
cast.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I do love to see a nice Echo Slam myself.
Yeah.
So if they're able to combine like an Echo Slam together with a Phantom Lancer, that would be amazing. Imagine like the Echo Slam just multiplies because of the illusions. That'll be great.
Yep. That's just suicidal, right? If you were to pick a Phantom Lancer into a Earthshaker.
Yeah, but speaking about picks, looks like we're going to go to our draft here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to start with the first ban. And looks like the Lich is going to go out. Drone Ranger as well. Okay.
That's a very quick ban against Drow.
Hmm. You don't often see this hero being banned, though. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, to ban out a carry, it sounds like they've done their homework. Maybe they respect. This is more of a respect ban against Lolos.
Yeah, I guess so as well. Perhaps they might have played scrims against each other at some point, so they know their capabilities. But
Yeah.
Mars is definitely a good bet. I think Mars
Yep.
is a really good hero with the
He's such a
arena, able
versatile
to lock
offlaner as
people
well.
in, and Axe is able to initiate really well as well. So I would say that so far, the Lolos, they've been batting good heroes.
Yeah, they ban out the Broodmother as well. Are they looking for a late game? You don't want to get pushed down one side on the offlane and then whereas the other 4 is going to take team fights. Yeah.
Okay, first pick. This is an exciting one. Snapfire. All right. I think this is a really good one, though. It's a really versatile sort of hero. Probably going to go on the post 4 role here.
Yeah, most likely with the cookie able to, heal the teammates, move them a little bit into safety or helps to engage initiation as well. Yeah, Snapfire is really, it's just a good hero. Pretty tanky also as well.
And the Mortimer's Kisses can deal damage from really far. So if it's like late to the party, you can still use that. Okay, I got Mortimer Kisses, guys.
Yeah,
Don't
and
worry, I'm
surprise,
still
Mortar
there.
Fire all the way from the outside. Yeah, it can just really dish out a lot of damage with the range he has.
Yeah, so it's a really good hero. I believe that it's also kind of meta as well in professional scene. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what the Lolos will pick as their first pick after looking at Snapfire. Will they try to counter Snapfire with something, or are they going to go with something that they are comfortable with? But also interesting enough is that they used up a lot of time here. They're using their reserve time for their first pick. You don't
Yeah.
often see that.
Yeah, I think maybe 6-7 has banned out the clockwork, and it's a very interesting ban as well since it's quite the meta right now. But again, like you talked about the Ogre Magi, easiest hero to use, very very tanky hero. I guess they just want to give up the lanes in terms of feeding their supports.
Yeah, so if you go for Ogre Magi, then we can expect that the laning phase, they want to try to win it. Yeah, they want to try to win the laning phase. They want to try to play a little bit more aggressive. It's just that Ogre Magi's mana consumption at the very early stage is very heavy. Yeah. So I would expect the Ogre Magi to bring lots of mangoes, lots of clarities, just to try to win the early stage.
Yeah, to make up for the lack of intelligence, right, for the Ogre. So in any case, I mean, the Ignite can be really annoying, but what can go up against the Ogre Magi is something that can easily dispel the Ignite as well. Maybe the Oracle.
Oh yeah, expect the Ignite to be one of the early skills that will be picked up just to harass the lanes, which is really good. Yeah. But we're also looking at the next ban here. I'm looking at Jakiro being banned.
Yeah,
Jakiro is also a really strong
I love that they banned out the Jakiro.
one.
It's a really good it puts pressure in lanes, but it can do so much in a team fight, especially with the Ice Path.
Yes, and Ice Path will be very good when it comes to late game high ground siege as well. So that'll be pretty nice. Range is really far. So they probably don't want to deal with that, and that's okay. And now the Lolos coming in with their second pick. And they're going to go for a Shadow Shaman, or in the olden days, we call it Rasta. What do you think about this pick?
Yeah, that was back in Dota 1. Oh my gosh, that's like almost a decade. No, that's more than a decade ago. Okay, Shadow Shaman offering a lot of lockdowns. I love the lineup already. The supports from Lolos, they know that, controlling lanes, just being able to control heroes along the way is able to control the game as well. On the other hand, second last dance, coming up with these techies. Already is such an interesting pick.
Oh man, techies is always that, we always call it that toxic hero.
It is. It's like that mind games, it's already in your head. You're always wondering where the mind's gonna be.
But with Snapfire, Treant Protector, and techies, they probably lack damage though. I'll be worried on how they're going to manage the Timbersaw right now.
Totally agree on that. Yeah. And I think the Lolos recognize this. They're going to capitalize on the lack of damage coming from these supports. Timbersaw is just so tanky in the lane. He's able to just stay in the off lane, get his gold, get his experience, and he'll be unstoppable once it comes to the mid game already.
Okay, next pick. Oh, Sniper. Okay, Sniper combined with the Bloodlust from Ogre Magi. This guy's going to turn his Sniper into a machine gun. He's going to be a machine gunner.
Shadow Fiend. This is a classic matchup at the mid.
Classic Shadow Fiend.
Okay. I wonder if Snapfire would be going for an Aghanim's just to be able to get up close and personal with the Sniper. Maybe they'll launch the techies into it.
Although Treant Protector try to go for the backline, right? Because he can walk through trees. So that could be kind of helpful.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, but here's my thought, right? Because Timbersaw cuts down the trees. So Treant Protector won't have a good time.
Will have no trees. Yeah, exactly. And he won't be able to go for the Aghanim's Rush where, there's going to be eyes in the forest.
So I would say even based on the 4 picks here, I am heavily interested to see the Lolos now. I think they have the better draft so far.
Yeah, I think if they play it out right, the laning phase will be really nice for them.
Well, what do you think about Sniper versus Shadow Fiend? Assuming that this is a mid Sniper, of course.
Oh yeah, you're right. If it's going to be a mid Sniper versus Shadow Fiend, I think Sniper will just lose. Shadow Fiend has already so much burst damage, and if he's able to right click just enough, he would be able to win the right click war outright.
Oh, Darkseer?
Okay, I think 6-7 is going for like combo gaming, They need to land all these combos, and it has to start with the Darkseer vacuum into the Treant Protector's roots. And from there, I think Snapfire will just land the Mortimer's Kisses, Shadow Fiend will just unleash, and hopefully a team wipe would be ensued in this one-trick pony
I kind of worry for Second Last Dance and their draft because they don't have the answer to the Timber Saw.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the Timber Saw can just go rampant. So I, it's hard to see this combo happening. And then you have Sniper that at the late game, his range will be really far. So I don't know. I feel that it's kind of ambitious, but of course, it's down to execution when the game goes.
Yep. In terms of laning phase, maybe they might lose mid when it comes to the Sniper versus Shadow Fiends matchup. But in terms of other lanes, how do you win it? Like Timbersaw is going to be dominating his lane. And Darkseer, he doesn't really have much escape. The moment he uses his surge, you have Ogre Magi to be able to stun him, Shadow Shaman to net him down with the shackles. And after that, he's just a walking stick.
Yeah, Timbersaw versus Darkseer. But between Snapfire, Techies, and Trim Protector, who's going to play post one?
You're right.
Or okay, so this could be a Snapfire mid and Shadow Fiend post one. I think that's the best combination.
Yeah, that's most likely it.
Yeah, so final pick here for the Lolos. They can pretty much go for anything because they're kind of balanced right now. They can go for something that can initiate big AoE that works for them too. And you're going to go for Razor. Okay, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Yep. Lots of damage output and Razor. You don't want to be near him.
Yeah, near him, exactly. He's such a tanky agility hero. You can build him that way, and it buys him enough time, for Sniper to just dish out a lot of space and damage once the war breaks out. So, wow, I mean, if you're 6-7 right now, who do you think you need to hit, right, in order to take the fight?
I'll be honest, just based on my looking at the draft and just my analysis, I would say that the Lolos clearly better draft, clearly. Because I don't see an answer for the Timbersaw. And if they don't have an answer for the Timbersaw, he'll be super tanky. He can deal a lot of damage. He can go to the back line. He can run away. He can cut down trees. He can do anything and everything that Second Last Dance cannot counter.
Yeah. And in terms of pushing capability, who do you think has the better draft?
Pushing capability, I will probably give it to Second Last Dance, but I don't think it will be about the pushing. I think that by the time they try to push, whoever who tries to push will get taken out very, very quickly because we have to remember that the mobility of the Timbersaw is really high. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to game number 1. So let's head on to it. This will be the first game of our best of 3 series. Let's go.
And right away, we have a tactical pause. So maybe we just start by introducing the players, who's playing what. On the side of Second Last Dance, we just maybe take a look at the fountain, if that would be great. Okay.
Okay, so I guess
player names. Okay.
What would be helpful would be some player names, but
yeah, it's okay. I see some of them if the observer highlights them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Watako playing the Timbersaw, offlane Timbersaw most likely, and Araira, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, will be on the Shadow Shaman. And I'm not sure. Yeah, me neither. On the Ogre Magi, Milo on the Sniper, and lastly we have Kiro Z on the Razor.
I see a Kala Belanja Teh Tarik. I wouldn't mind one too. Don't forget about the casters here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Rez here on the Shadow Fiend. Jack Frost on Techies. He'll be ice cold using that. Falling in Fall for Darkseer. And it's kind of blocked here, so if we can move slightly up, it would be nice. Yeah, okay. And we have Lep for Snapfire. And we have Egoisto for Treant Protector. Okay, interesting. What's your thought about the two drafts? Like, which draft do you prefer personally?
If I'm betting money on this, I'm pretty sure. Well, my money says that Lolos is most likely going to win lanes. They are looking to split push if they can. It's best if they can avoid skirmishes because that's what Second Last Dance is looking to get. If they can catch you in a 5-man, they're going to wipe you out in a 5-man.
Yeah, I don't think the Lolos need to play like together, right? They can play it open. They can play split just because of the Timber Saw. They don't need to really engage in team fights. And plus their draft, you gotta think about it, right? Their draft is not really a team fight sort of draft because you don't have like a big AoE. You don't have something like a Tide Hunter, for example, that just initiates fights. So it looks like their plan is to like, okay, let's break up, let's win our lanes, and let's eat space from there.
Yep. If they're looking to hunt, it's more of just go in, take out one man, hit and run, and that's it. Get the hell out. They have to be very selective in terms of identifying which hero they need to prioritize in terms of aiming. You're right, it's all single target focus, but if they execute it right enough, they'll be able to pick one out. And then after that, just escape a little bit, and if they can, they will re-engage and pick another one out. It's mostly like that.
Yeah, it does look like that as well. And of course, if they were to look at their opponents, you wouldn't want to be engaged in a fight because their opponents have a lot of AoE with the Triumph Protector, with the Darkseer as well. So you know that you don't want to go like 5-man all in onto that. But what I would say is that for the Lolos, this draft is good for pick-off as well. So if they can find like one person soloing at a lane, like 2-3 of them go there, finish the job quickly, and then go back to their own lane, I think it's very doable for them.
Yeah, that can be very versatile in terms of how they want to take the fights. They have lockdowns, they have control. In terms of magic and versus physical, they have it all as well. By the time SF gets his BKB, do you think that will be the starting point for Second Last Dance to start taking fights?
Yeah, because I think that's their only damage dealer, if you think about it. Everyone else is more utility.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Shadow Fiend has to be really successful in this. If the Shadow Fiend fails his lane and he's not able to farm his items like his BKB, like his Aghanim Scepter, then it's going to be a disaster for them.
Right. So if this is a mid lane Snapfire, what do you think would be the like the win condition for Snapfire to be able to say I'm online and I can contribute to the team right now?
Because looking at the current draft, right, the next possible damage contributor will be Snapfire. So I guess it's just to get more damage items. But is Snapfire the best in terms of dealing damage because he naturally doesn't have that attack speed? I don't know about this. Yeah, it feels like Snapfire is more of like I'll just give some form of support fire from afar, and that's about it. But still, the Shadow Fiend needs to be successful.
Yeah. And when we look at it, right, when it comes to early laning, the Shadow Shaman as well as the Ogre Magi can just come to the rivers and offer some protection, even threats to the mid lane. Whereas if you look at other heroes like Techies, he's probably mostly going to go missing, planting his mines here and there. But he needs levels as well, right? So not really going to offer that much in the lane. And if you look at the other two heroes, Triant doesn't offer much offensive capability. It's mostly defensive.
Okay, so one other problem that Second Last Dance has that we've been talking about is that they don't have an answer to the Timber Saw in terms of heroes, that is. But maybe something can be done with itemization. It might take them a while, but yeah. So what do you think?
Maybe when it comes to itemization, right? Yeah, they need farm. So are these the fastest junglers that you see in the game? Not exactly, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're gonna be farming the jungle, there needs to be enough warding. Somebody needs to provide the time to provide wards defensively. And at the same time, we have Shadow Shaman and Ogre Magi. They're most likely gonna group up at some point and they're gonna go hunting. And that's when, whoever's in the jungle is gonna get picked off right away.
But then again, yes, you can use wards, but they are limited. If you want to wait for Triumph Protector to have eyes, it's going to take quite a while as well, especially if you're post 5, if you think about it.
Yeah, I think never. He's probably going to be game over by then.
Yeah, so I kind of worry for this draft, honestly. But if there's any way for them to make comebacks, I guess I'm thinking of like they need to play this game faster than the Lolos. So I'm thinking about like maybe 5 minutes. They group up together, get pickoffs at the side lanes. That would be the best. Because if they stretch this game to mid to late game, the Lolos for me clearly has a good advantage.
Yeah, I think 5 minutes, 5-man mid. Yeah, secure a tower, get your money, and just hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
In terms of damage output, right? I mean, if we look at Mortimer's kisses, it's not the most reliable either. If we look at Shadow Fiend, his level 1 isn't that great either. Treant, not really dishing out that much damage. To me, honestly, I think Techies is the only one that can provide some damage output with the remote 9s. Other than that, it's like, you know, where else is the damage going to come from?
Yeah, Techies is just annoying, right?
Yeah, annoying. You probably play more cautiously if you're on the side of the Lolos. Because the mines are physical damage, right? And everybody starts off with really, really low armor. But other than that, as we, you know, go towards the late game, Ogre will naturally be tanky. They'll probably send him into a suicide mission, hopefully. But at the end of the day, you're disarming Techies, everything that he's built, you know? And Ogre, he always saves money for a buyback. And he's gonna be able to eat up all those mines for you, no problem. Timbersaw also can do the same. Razor also can do the same. Sniper can just whack away, chip away at the towers at a safe distance. So in terms of draft, you know, my money's on the Lolos.
Yeah, I'll double down onto Lolos as well, frankly speaking.
Okay.
Yeah. And when it comes to the late game as well, like Timbersaw, he'll be like super tanky. He'll have a lot of health regeneration. He'll have high health regeneration. So he can be the one to absorb the damage from the mines of Techies. Yeah, but anyway, we're going to get into the game right now. All right, everything's good, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody will head to their lane. So it looks like this is a confirmed mid sniper.
Yeah, it's a mid sniper from Milo. How about the Razor? It's just gonna help out to block the lane, right?
I guess they're going to try to challenge for the early runes.
Yeah, the bounty runes.
Yeah.
Do they stick together or do they? Let's see how the other heroes are moving. Seems like they're not making a beeline to one area. They're just gonna stick to their own lanes. Shadow Shaman is also gonna help out. They're gonna secure one side of the rune at least.
They definitely need the Ogre Magi with them. If the Ogre Magi has the Fire Blast, it'll be a good skill to contest for the first rune.
Yep, if Shadow Shaman is able to lead or either the Ogre Magi is able to lead, they should be able to get an initiation. And most likely a first blood to follow. Second Last Dance most likely recognizes the first blood potential, and they're gonna try to be more cautious on how they approach them.
Oh.
And it's invisible. A sentry is already being dropped, but they're not able to spot out the treant.
Because the Lolos, they didn't smoke.
Oh, so they by stacking, and he's gonna run into 5 heroes because of that.
Okay, and now the chase is happening though. And this is definitely going to be first blood for sure. They have so many utilities, and they have enough damage output that is first blood to the Lolos.
Milo able to pick up the first blood as well. That's a very nice cash flow coming in for the mid hero. And again, you're right. Snapfire seems to be mid, and it's gonna be Milo against Snapfire.
I don't think Snapfire will have a good time against the sniper. Especially when the sniper, especially if the sniper chooses to up range. So if he has a good range, there's almost no way for the Snapfire to try to harass the sniper again.
Yeah, unless he chooses the cookie and closes the gap. Maybe we'll just take a look at the last hits and denies stats.
And this will give us a clearer idea. We are still very early though, and we're starting to see that the sniper is just poking Lab. So Milo is doing a good job here. If he's able to put Lab like below 50% of health, that will kind of force him to stay way further behind.
Way further, yeah. And we see another tactical pause. Milo's thinking about how he can poke Lab even more. But yeah, it seems like, you know, these first 2 waves of creeps, Lab is already doing not too bad. With 4 denies already under his pocket.
Oh yeah, actually he's been doing really well on the mid lane.
And Sniper has yet to get on board, you know, despite having the first blood.
I guess because Sniper's base damage is actually really low, it will take him some time. But at the bottom, we're going to
my.
see an engagement here, and they're going to go
No, Timber,
straight up.
no.
Timbersaw last hit, and the Timbersaw got taken down. Could this be a double, though? But I don't think they have enough skills now.
Oh no. Is this the caster's curse? We were just talking so much about how tanky Timbersaw can be, and yet, yeah, I guess it's just the amount of magic damage, right, coming from the burst of this Shadow Fiend. And there it is. Another kill by the burst damage from Shadow Fiend.
Maybe got a little bit overconfident there, and he took too much damage. But then again, but before that, checking up what's happening at the top, looks like Keros got taken out as well. And now the Shadow Shaman is being chased down, but he will be okay. Now, coming back to my point on the Timbersaw, right? My opinion is that Timbersaw, he needs to have at least 2 points reactive armor before he's able to be like, okay, I'm the frontline man. I'm the big boy in front. Without that, he's not that tanky.
He's a soft boy. Yeah, without that. Hopefully he gets his levels, as we're off to a rough start for the Lolos right now. Second Last Dance is going to feel pretty confident in terms of winning both the top lane and the bottom lane in terms of kills. But right now, they're kind of low on mana, and that's the issue, right? After you finish a fight like that, you now don't have the capability to press on. And the one that revives, although it's lower on experience, but they come back with a full amount of resources.
Good news right now for Second Last Dance, they are 1k ahead in terms of gold, so that's pretty nice. And they've been harassing lanes really well. Just look at the top lane. So far, so good for them.
Yeah. Well, it is still the early game. A lot of things can happen in between. It's just a matter of execution in terms of team fight later on. But yeah, we see Lep, crazy amount of last hits and denies, just pulling the sniper out of the lane. And there's a 1 level difference between them already.
Ooh. Oh, but check out what's happening at the bottom. Looks like the Ogre Magi is not having a good time. I'm not sure what happened there, but somehow it happened. Double kill. 2 rests just like that. And he's dominating now in less than 4 minutes.
Oh my gosh. That's a very good move though. We see the amount of, the path that Trian takes is just allowing the Shadow Fiend to position himself for 1 burst, 2 bursts, and there it is, just able to dish out so much damage in such a short amount of time.
Oh man, the level difference right now.
There it is, they're gonna trap this, I'm not sure, and he's down by lonesome. Egoisto might be the first to fall on this side. No, the armor is actually keeping him alive, and they managed to finish out the Ogre Magi instead. What is go? Gonna go back for the kill, and it's a 1-to-1 trade. Shadow Fiend. Just gonna watch it happen.
Okay.
Yeah, so support for his support.
I'm not too sure what happened there. I thought Shadow Fiend would have at least like right click and deal some damage and maybe get at least a trade back, but yeah, that just happened. But anyway, Second Last Dance, they are still ahead in terms of gold right now. 3k net worth ahead.
Yeah, we see quite a number of exchanges in terms of kills this early on. I think that's a really exciting thing. Rather than just both teams playing defensively, they are like looking for every opportunity to poke and punish whoever has stepped out of line.
But that's already a lot of kills here for less than 5 minutes. A total of 9 kills across the map.
That's a bloodbath already.
Oh, but we're going to see more action here at the bottom though. Ogre Magi now in trouble, and I'm not sure what's happening there.
He doesn't even have time to react.
Res.
He doesn't have time to even cast a single spell, and he was taken out from full health down to 0.
Oh, and Lep just took out Milo.
Oh my goodness, that's the level 6. The Mortimer's Kisses landed so much damage, and he finally jumped in with a cookie and just finished off the job.
He was underneath the tower, but at the top, looks like Jack Frost is not having a good time as well.
Oh
and
no, the mines.
Get another kill, but the mines were there though. Anyway, it is still Second Last Dance, way ahead now with 5k net worth.
It's such an early stage. They're already 5k ahead, and as we say that bottom lane, Timbersaw is already in trouble, taking so much damage, but able to get out of there safely. The 1 charge is also being used. And SF right now is just looking so dominant in the lane.
Okay, here's the thing about Timbersaw and the reactive armor, right? It will stack only with physical damage, not with magical damage. So looking at the current scenario, Shadow Fiend has been spamming a lot of magical damage. Hence, the Timbersaw is not able to stack that health regeneration as much as he would have liked.
Yeah, and in order to get those stacks, it's always best to right-click the hero to attract these neutral creeps or either the lane creeps. But as I say that, they're trying to dive.
Oh, onto the side, Trim protected. That's a really good engagement though from the side, but
SF
he doesn't
wasn't
have
there
the
to follow up.
fastest attack speed, so he's not able to take out the Timbersaw yet. Timbersaw's still all right.
They're pinging it out. Looks like they want to go again.
Just waiting for the right moment here, and here they come. And Watako, he does not have the Timber chain, so he's not able to like mobilize himself to run away. But looks like another kill happened. Not only in the middle, but at the top as well. Multiple kills happening across the map. We're talking about 13-3 right now.
There was a nice rotation by Lep, able to recognize that bottom refuses to regenerate their health as Timbersaw was sitting really low. And yeah, the rotation just make it work.
Jack Frost just got the Wisdom Rune, so that's pretty nice. But Keros, he's not going to be able to chase. Yes, he does have the static link, but it will not be able to connect long enough for him to absorb that much damage because of the speed that his opponent had.
Bottom lane, amount of pressure on I'm not sure, and Timbersaw just try to disengage that.
Look at the amount of damage, right? Even you mentioned about how tanky Ogre Magi is, but with the Shadow Rays, imagine onto the Ogre Magi, it would be big. Oh, but another kill happened at the top. Looks like Irara did not survive this one.
Oh, Darkseers going in with the help of the techies. But the amount of sap damage though.
Ooh.
Got a Korea.
Yeah, at least he got the career there.
Yeah.
He got the career after the item was delivered, so that's okay. But what's happening at the bottom right now is going to be a CJ. It's going to be a 3v2, and that's going to be Monimus Kisses coming in, and they will get both of them just like that. Again, those kills are given to Rez.
Oh my goodness. 0 casualties coming out from the side of Second Last Dance. They're able to take this all so swiftly, just so surgically. Slowly powering up their SF to get the items that he needs. He already has a mask. Morbid Mask, you know, that lifesteal to be able to keep it in the lane, as well as the blade to offer that mana regeneration as well. He doesn't need to go back to the base anymore. He's gonna be team fight ready all the time.
Yeah, and we did talk about the winning condition for Second Last Dance is that they need to make sure that Shadow Fiend has to be successful, right? Well, right now, he's not only A grade, he's like triple S grade at this moment in terms of success. And they are still pushing the Lolos at the bottom lane. And look at the tower. The tower is down to only about, what 15% of health left?
I think in order to turn this around, the Lolos need to rotate more heroes over to just help this lane out. And there it is, as we see the fight breaks out. Egoiso is able to make it out alive. You see Karos coming in, but being pushed back away by the silence, the Shadow Fiend's raise. And at the same time, we lose a Timbersaw because of that. They lose 2. And on the side of Second Last Dance, that's probably their first casualty in such a long time.
Oh man, look at the damage. And the Shadow Fiend already has the Mask of Madness. So he's going to be even more difficult to be taken down at this point.
Yeah, he's going to go on a right-click frenzy. I think he doesn't mind hitting the Timbersaw anymore. With so much amount of damage, he's like 160 per whack. And he's making short work of the tower. Sniper also coming in, but a little bit too late. Lep, able to spot out this Shadow Shaman. Okay, they're gonna hex him up first. He's on half life. Gonna just right click him down, and I don't think Lep gets out of this alive. But a very nice silence from Techie jumping in. Oh my goodness. And they lose nothing? Second last down. Okay, finally. They managed to take down Lep. Oh, it was the Techies actually fall down. A very honorable sacrifice in order to save the mid hero. But trading a Techies away for your mid sniper, as well as 2 other supports, that is such an incredible feat.
No doubt, it is worth it. It is worth it what the Techies did earlier on. You got 3 from the Lolos from that engagement. It was amazing. And right down at the bottom, Rest. Okay, he has to be careful because behind him there's a Razor. He might lose damage to the Razor though. So the Razor is a counter to physical damage heroes. And look at the damage there. It's greatly reduced. And now it will be used against the Shadow Fiend. And finally they took down Rest.
The silence prevented him from using any of the Razors. He couldn't right click at all. He couldn't burst damage. But the Mortimer's Kisser is flying out, trying to take out the Timbersaw. Does it hit? One hit. And yes, the Darkseer is able to secure the kill.
Okay, and Watako taken out. Didn't have a good time. Now they're looking at Araira. Araira, where is he going to go from here? He does have a disengages, so he can still run away. But anyway, Milo is there to back him up.
And now they're pressuring the tier 2 tower already. Akis has also invaded the jungle. Able to get the D ward up. And now they're laying siege on the tier 2 tower. Like, what?
Oh, man,
and we see a lot of responses coming from the Lolos.
We're only like 12 minutes in, and we're seeing a lot of action here. We're talking about 22-6. We're 13k net worth lead now for second last dance. And looks like they might fight again here. They're going for the chase.
Next up, Darkseer getting controlled a little bit. Razor able to find his Shadow Fiend, but he's already used the Mass of Madness. Just right-clicking down the Razor, took him out. Oh. And in the middle, we see Shadow Shaman also falling down, and right-click, and there goes Milo as well. Is this a team wipe? And yes, it is. They're only losing the techies. What a successful team fight. Just invading the jungle of the Lolos, and they have nowhere else to go, no vision at all. With an amplified damage on Shadow Fiend, he was just right-clicking his way to heaven.
Amplified damage together with the Mass of Madness. Man, this guy, he would have been unstoppable. Well, he was unstoppable. He got the Ultra kill earlier on, and now they can focus on the pushing down the mid lane. The second tower will be taken down by them easily. The Lolos, they will definitely try to defend this one, and they came out just in time. No creeps there. Second last dance needs to pull back, but they'll be fine with that.
Now, second last dance, are they going to take a break, or are they going to continue this aggression as they continue to take over that jungle? Now they're pinging top. They know that there's a response coming out from the Lolos, and they're going to go right away on the Ogre. I'm not sure. Thinking that Suicide will be the first to drop. And now we see the wall.
Okay, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try to get Razor, though. Keros is in trouble. Not much damage onto him thanks to his static link, so they're going to change their attention to someone else, and it's going to be the sniper next. Milo needs to get up to the high ground. He does have his teammates together with him, so he will be okay for now, but can't say the same for the other side, and there's going to be Araira taken down instead.
There was a very nice Serpent Ward drop on the Shadow Fiend. Managed to trap him in for a moment, but the amount of damage is just not enough.
Oh no.
And Timbersaw trying to do as much as he can to just push back. Second last dance from even chipping up at their tier 2 or tier 3 tower.
Right now, it looks like the Lolos, they are forced to play inside of the base. Well, they still have towers though, so they can still kind of come out, but at this moment, they must be thinking to themselves that if they stepped up, something like that will happen again.
Yeah, they have 70% control of the map right now. And you see, they don't even have access to their jungle to farm anymore. Second last dance is dominant, showing their superiority in terms of hero management and also map control.
It's going to be really hard right now for the Lolos to come back. We're talking about a 17k net worth lead here for second last dance, and their key hero, Shadow Fiend, is way up there. That's going to be another hex onto Araira, and that's it. Egoist locks in the kill.
They have so much vision right now. The supports are in Struggle City on the side of Lolos. They can't even find the time to buy wards and de-ward the area.
They're blacked out right now, no vision.
Uncontested.
All they know is that the moment they step out, they will be surrounded by second last dance.
Yeah, they're getting picked off. And now are they posturing right away just to chip into... Oh, immediately jumps in onto the sniper. And here we see the SF already making short work of the sniper. Milo goes down right away, right under their tier 3 tower, and there's no response coming from the side of Lolos. There's no way they can even do anything to save their own mid hero.
It's starting to be really, really difficult for them to come back here. We did talk about like the winning condition for second last dance is to play this game really, really fast, right? And they're doing exactly that.
I see that. And with a 20k gold deficit, I'm not sure how the Lolos can come back from this. Second last dance has to make at least 2 big mistakes in a team fight.
Oh, and those mistakes have to be really, really big at this point. Based on the way that they've been playing, it's hard to see them doing that.
Yeah. They've been so precise with their movements. The timing, you know, the surgical movements. It's just amazing to see the combination of their confidence just playing up straight up.
They're clearing off the wards, whatever wards that they can find. Right now, second last dance. I wonder what they're doing. They're just gathering.
They're in Struggle
Outside
City.
there.
What is their highest level? Is it level 8?
Oh,
As opposed to
FC.
the SF is level 12. Already a 4 level difference. Now 5 level difference.
Oh man, 5 level difference. That is huge. We're looking at. I'm looking at the SF right now. 13, level 13. So it's going to be really hard to take him down.
He even has a Dragon Lance just to be able to close the distance if he chooses to.
And that's a good one going up against the sniper, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, Sniper right now, he doesn't have any way to reposition himself. None of his teammates can also do that.
That's going to be really tough. Second last dance, I wonder what they're doing right now. They're just farming. Okay, they're going for the Roche.
Yep.
And there's no way that the Lolos can challenge them.
No way. Yep. This is the next best move for the second last dance to do. They're going to take another life, and that means you're going to have to deal with 6 heroes in the team fight right now.
And look at Shadow Fiend's item.
Yeah, Chrysalis already being picked up. He's going to be right-clicking so hard.
And obviously, he'll be the one to hold the Aegis of the Immortal. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I don't know how to get... Like what you say, right? The Lolos, they have to hope for 2 huge mistakes here from second last dance for them to have a chance. Multicast, and I'm not sure. He got caught out. He gets taken out. Now is the time for second last dance to try to go for the high ground.
Yeah, I mean, they're desperate. They need money. They need levels. They got to find some way to get them. And of course, Ogre had to pay his life to scout it out for his teammates. Yeah, jumping in. They're going to go right away into the Timbersaw. And making short work, they're trying to hold off whoever's left in there. Oof. And Mortimer's Kiss is being launched by the SF. Pumping away. Diving under towers. And that crit. Nothing they can do to withstand so much damage to be being dished out by this second last dance.
Oh, absolutely right. At least they still have 45 to buy a little bit more time. I'm not sure he's here though, but I'm not sure will be the target. Cookie onto him. He will be stunned and he will be taken out just like that. Only Razor left, and Razor cannot fight all 4 of them now.
But he's lonesome. They're just gonna give up this lane of Rags. There's no way they can make a comeback from this.
Yeah, the snowball is just too hard right now. It almost feels like comeback is going to be almost impossible for the Lolos.
Yep. And you can't engage on them because Hekis is just gonna keep planting mines. Okay. Are they gonna re-engage? Thinking about it, SF already forced himself in the vacuum nicely into them. We already see 2 heroes being pummeled by the Shadow Fiend, and now last to 4, we see the Razor also going in 1 on 5. He's got nowhere else to go. He's gonna try to do as much damage, but can't even take out the techies by himself. The lone survivor, I'm not sure. He's just twiddling his thumbs right now.
They try to do the Ip Man, right? They try to do the, in Cantonese we call it a Ngo Yu Ta Sap Ko, or translated as I want to fight 10 people. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. Ogre Match is the last man standing. He will be taken out just like that. The rest of them just arrived, but a little bit tad too late. And they will be forced into this fight together. And looks like they were trying to take down the Timbersaw. Timbersaw not able to Timber chain up onto the high ground. He will be taken out before he's able to get there. The rest of them arrive, but still too late.
This is disgusting. They're killing them in their fountain right now.
Oh man, this is just too much to watch right now. Look at this.
Okay, that's probably one mistake.
What was that?
There's probably one mistake. They need 3 more. 30k gold deficit.
But the rest of Second Last Dance, they're not making any mistakes right now. They're clearing off everything that they could get. And we're only 21 minutes into the game right now. The base is wide open.
And they're going to continue the aggression. Going straight up. Oh, okay, decides to disengage. But at the same time, the tier 3 towers are already taking a lot of whacks. SF, he's probably the last to retreat. Gonna be baiting them though, so we see the taunts already coming up. Bezo taking so much damage already, can't even get close, and he's so down, so little left.
Oh, but here comes the Gem Protector from the side, protecting his teammate, and he's still alright! And you don't manage to get one, but finally they get it! But he does have the second life. Ding, ding, ding! Round 2 for the Shadow Fiend. He is back right now, and he will take them back into the base, not through their own terms. One more to go. It's going to be the Timber Sword down. Another wipeout, ladies and gentlemen. And now Second Last Dance should be able to end the game.
Zero contest. It was such a dominant performance from the side of Second Last Dance.
Oh, the GG has been called, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 goes to Second Last Dance. Wow. They overcame, in theory, a draft that was better by them, and they did it in style.
What an amazing performance. The Lolos only able to get 9 kills out of all these skirmishes. Just shows how dominant Last Dance and how precise their movements were in terms of timing, initiation, and BB in terms of execution.
Yeah, absolutely right. I believe the bottom lane especially was really, really good. Look at this. Okay, look at the KDA, right? So our Shadow Fiend res 21-9. And he got an ultra kill like very early into the game as well. So he was really well fed. And look at his items. He's almost complete. He's probably like one item away. A BKB maybe.
Yeah, with 30 minutes in with these kind of items, yeah, that's just filthy, man. Absolutely filthy.
I think items, yeah, they're definitely way ahead. It's hard to compare, like, okay, who has what items that made them win the game. It's not about that. Everything is just, the gap is just too big.
Do you think there was a laning mistake? Because when we see Timbersaw together with Ogre Magi, they're both melee heroes, right? And they need to get up close and personal if they want to do any sort of aggression. And because of that, Triant also has his roots, able to just punish them if they venture off too deeply, and the SF can line himself up to set up those razors as they are upon retreating.
Yeah, I think you made a really good point on that, right? You put 2 melee heroes against these 2 range heroes, you're about to get smacked. Although maybe Timbersaw has a way to do it, because if he ups his reactive armor earlier, maybe it would have been better for him. But yeah, I guess 2 melee heroes against 2 range heroes at that lane, it was kind of hard.
Yeah, maybe they just need to be a little bit more patient, you know, get the levels first. Once you get the levels, you can do a lot more things before trying to dive in for the right-click punishment. But yeah, really, really hard to do with a well-fed SF that early. And I think that was the pivotal point right from the start.
Yep, it just went all the way. But whatever it is not over yet for both teams. This is a best of 3 series, ladies and gentlemen. So we will have the next game. But before we head on to the next game, we're going to take a short break. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you guys after this.
Hi, it's Gabe again. First off, I want to thank everyone in Germany for helping us make the International such a success. I have a quick announcement to make before we crown a new champion. We all share our love of the game with an international community, and I'm excited to announce that next year's International will also be returning to a previous location. I hope to see you there.
We've all heard stories of children running away to join the circus. Not in my experience. You can't drag them away. Besides, you'd be astonished the lengths people go to get a child back. People miss children. But your average run-of-the-mill hero, they're easy to catch, easy to train. Plus, they're all egomaniacs, so they're natural performers. Why not capture heroes?
Creatures of all ages, step right up. Step right up. Treat yourself to the tantalizing tale of Cogliostro Kettle's Clockwork Circus Extravaganza. Don't be shy.
Little squirrel, wake up. Little squirrel, wake up! Wake up! Good, you're up.
I'm up. Wait, where are we?
We have been captured by the Ringmaster. We are prisoners on his circus train.
Huh, who told you that?
That did.
Welcome, I am the Ringmaster. You are prisoners on my circus train.
It's been playing every 30 seconds. For the last 6 hours.
Wouldn't that get irritating?
You have no idea.
Right, so, how do we get out of here?
That's what I've been waiting to talk to you about. You've been asleep all day.
Well, I'm awake now. What should we do?
Welcome, I am the Ringmaster. You are prisoners on my circus train.
First, we get out of this cage, so we can shut that thing up.
I'm your malevolent maestro, your dark barker of the damned, your ever-humble ringmaster. Fresh from their so-called heroic exploits, I have procured, for your sole entertainment, a selection of the world's finest performers. And every performance may be someone's last, because every Coglios...
Hi, it's Gabe again. First off, I want to thank everyone in Germany for helping us make the International such a success. I have a quick announcement to make before we crown a new champion. We all share our love of the game with an international community, and I'm excited to announce that next year's International will also be returning to a previous location. I hope to see you there.
We've all heard stories of children running away to join the circus. Not in my experience. You can't drag them away. Besides, you'd be astonished the lengths people go to get a child back. People miss children. But your average run-of-the-mill hero, they're easy to catch, easy to train. Plus, they're all egomaniacs, so they're natural performers. Why not capture heroes?
Creatures of all ages, step right up. Step right up. Treat yourself to the tantalizing tale of Cogliostro Kettle's Clockwork Circus Extravaganza. Don't be shy.
Little squirrel, wake up. Little squirrel, wake up! Wake up! Good, you're up.
I'm up. Wait, where are we?
We have been captured by the ringmaster. We are prisoners on his circus train.
Huh, who told you that?
That did.
Welcome, I am the ringmaster. You are prisoners on my circus train.
It's been playing every 30 seconds. For the last 6 hours.
Wouldn't that get irritating?
You have no idea.
Right, so, how do we get out of here?
That's what I've been waiting to talk to you about. You've been asleep all day.
Well, I'm awake now. What should we do?
Welcome, I am the ringmaster. You are prisoners on my circus train.
First, we get out of this cage, so we can shut that thing up.
I'm your malevolent maestro, your dark barker of the damned, your ever-humble ringmaster. Fresh from their so-called heroic exploits, I have procured for your sole entertainment a selection of the world's finest performers. And every performance may be someone's last, because every Coglios...
Turn to ban. Dyer's turn to ban. It's Dyer's ban now. It's Radiant's ban now.
to ban. It's Dyer's
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And this is round 2 of our Dota tournament for the KEC 2026. And we're still here with you as your casters. My name is Sir.Cloud together with Hayden. And game 1 was won big by second last dance. So game 2, how would the strategy change? What do you think here, Hayden?
Maybe it's just a matter of who picks Radiant. As we see, the Lolos now is going for Radiant.
10 seconds.
Okay, but how would that change, I wonder though? But maybe we'll see what kind of heroes we put onto the draft here. So the Lolos are going to get the first pick. And in the previous round, they kind of took their time for the first pick. And this time, it seems to be the same case.
Yeah, we noticed that they also ban out the techies right away. Something they just don't want to deal with, along with the Snapfire. Again, this just seems like a respect ban just based on the first game.
Oh.
Immediately going on with the Earthshaker.
Yep, and you asked for it, you got it, the Earthshaker now. And we're going to see one of the newer heroes here into the realm of Dota 2, which is Largo being played out. What do you think about the new hero?
Largo, yeah, it's more of like a AoE support, can be damagey, very versatile. Helps to increase either movement speed, heals, or even do a little bit of amplified damage for the spells. A very versatile pick all around.
And Earthshaker, of course, is a classic pick as well. Based on the gameplay of the Lolos when we saw in the previous round, it kind of took them some time to like get together and start their fights. And to play the Earthshaker, you really need to like really group up together and have really good team fights. So hopefully they'll be able to play this round faster than before.
Maybe they're just gonna go into the Dark Seal Vacuum Wall right into the Earthshaker. That would be really awesome to watch. But in terms of laning, I'm not sure how that will work out.
Well, let's see if they'll go for the Dark Seer though in the second game here.
Yeah, it's still up for grabs. Earthshaker is just a really nice pick. You have the Fissure that can just extend from out of range, out of fog. It's very much a surprise every time. And if he does get in, there's always the Enchant Totem and the Aftershock to be able to deal up close and personal damage. But looking at the picks from second last dance, Largo together with Zeus. Zeus is just an amazing hero ever since the start of Dota. People love his poke abilities along with the AoE, the global ultimate, being able to just dish out damage. And more importantly, even provide vision.
Ooh. Yeah, it's one of those classics, right? But check this one out. Ember Spirit. Well, it could play in the middle. It could play post one as well, though most people play Ember Spirit in the middle. And it's very, very annoying. And it's actually very strong against the Zeus because Ember Spirit has minus magical damage reduction. So the Zeus cannot spam against the Ember Spirit.
Yep, and it's an easy one pickup against the Zeus every time. The Lord though. I like this pickup from the Underlord. Now they have global presence versus the global presence of Zeus as well. Ember Spirit able to come online so easily in the mid game and offer so much versatility in terms of mobility and pressure in terms of magic damage.
5 seconds left.
They have considerable amount of lockdowns as well, the Lolos. It seems to be the aim of their game. Whereas second last dance, I think they're much more confident in terms of timing and dishing burst damages, as what we've seen in the previous game.
Oh, your favorite, Rubik. Okay. What do you think about the Rubik pick here against the three heroes that the Lolos have picked so far?
Yeah, it's a perfect pick against the Earthshaker, that's for sure. You can steal almost every skill that is on the Earthshaker. It's so good. And against the Underlord also, if he uses the Pit of Malice, you wouldn't even be able to tell if that's your Pit of Malice. And you might just accidentally walk into it.
And that's definitely not going to be good. Yeah. But the Pit of Malice is definitely going to be strong, combos well together with the Earthshaker. If he's able to trap a good amount of heroes within it, so that's going to be kind of nice as well. Yes, Rubik is able to steal those skills, but the question is, for second last dance, do they have enough counters to the combination that the Lolos has right now?
Yeah, as we see, Lolos is picking up a lot of AoE-centric heroes in terms of control as well as damage. as opposed to their first match. It's a direct opposite right now. And Second Last Dance has a lot of magic damage. I mean, if you look at it, Rubik is going to amplify the damage. Largo is also going to amplify the damage. Are they going to try a cheesy strat with the Zeus?
Ooh, we love cheesy strats. Oh, but the lion being picked up. Okay. So, interesting. So, Underlaw is probably going to play the off lane. Because he can be flexed into off lane or post 4 as well between him and the Earthshaker. But I see the Underlord holding the lane a bit more this time.
Oh my gosh, this is such a fun game for Rubik. I mean, even with the Lion, you can steal so many things. And that just makes Rubik even more in terms of control. But if you're Lolos right now, you're going to be pretty confident in terms of having so much control. Every hero has an ability to lock somebody down.
It almost feels like the previous game, right? Like they have a lot of lockdowns, but damage output wise, okay. So Second Last Dance, they don't really have like a strong DPS yet, and that's probably going to be their last pick. So they can go for like even like a PA if they want to. I think that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that might work, but PA, he gotta go BKB early. Otherwise, you notice there's a lot of magic damage coming out from the Lolos as well, and it's hard for the PA to come online because of that. We need to see the Clockwork pull a lot of weight. I think that's what's going to help them in terms of repositioning the Lolos heroes and protecting the backlines also for the Second Last Dance.
I would say at this moment, Second Last Dance, they probably don't have a direct answer to Ember Spirit yet. Especially after he has his remnants. He'll be flying here and there. Like, what's the answer to hold him down, right?
Yeah. Do you think they'll pivot and just go with the Storm? I always love to see a Storm versus Ember Spirit.
Oh, the Spirit Brothers.
Oh my goodness. Just as you said. They picked up the Phantom Spirit for themselves. Oh,
Grimstone.
Purely magic?
Wait. There's so much magical damage here for Second Last Dance.
Would the Grimstroke go for the Aghanims? Just so they can copy off maybe the PA.
Who's position 1?
Yeah, I don't know right now. Maybe the Rubik. Well, maybe Rubik. Definitely cannot be Grimstroke. Wait, okay. Zeus can go position 1 too, right?
Well, yeah, I guess he's the best candidate for now. But Zeus versus Ember Spirit at some point, I don't know. I feel that the Fire Shield for Ember Spirit, Zeus won't be able to do much damage against him. Will be a big problem.
Here we see Res though. Res used to play the Shadow Fiend, right? On the carry position.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so there's going to be a Rubik post 1.
Yeah, and the Underlord is being played by Milo, which is the previous mid. Unless they're switching up their positions. Because Hero Z, he is most likely going to be the mid Ember.
Okay, you know somebody's good with a hero if he has that kind of skin.
Yeah, they've invested.
Okay, so we're going to head into the game soon. Man, okay, so predictions based on the draft here. Which draft do you think is better?
I would love to see Second Last Dance be able to pull this off. I think it looks like a cheesy strat. Definitely doesn't seem meta. I'll just say it's gonna be Last Dance, the Second Last Dance.
Yeah, I feel that if I were to put aside whatever that we've seen in game number 1, I'll probably give this round to the Lolos. It does kind of look cheesy for Second Last Dance, but the Lolos, at least you can kind of see like, okay, what they're trying to do, right? But Second Last Dance is like, what? What is this? What? Especially with the Grimstroke last pick. I was like,
yeah.
Okay, I kind of get why they want to pick the Grimstroke, right? Because the Grimstroke can silence the Ember. So that's kind of okay, so that he can't fly away. But do they have enough damage output, physical damage, especially? Not too sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because PA is definitely going to be a problem late game if he's able to get online. And Lion with the Ember Spirit, they should be able to push him to that stage if they're able to execute it correctly. But then again, there's just so much damage in terms of magical output coming from the side of the second last dance. And I think it really comes down to how well they can um, manipulate the early stages to mid game in their favor and prevent the Ember Spirit from popping off so early, as well as the PA. If they're able to control this, I think second last dance will be able to niche this into their pockets.
Oh man, I'm thinking hard here, right? Okay, so if the game goes late, then the Lolos clearly has a good one, right?
Yep.
You have the PA that can scale.
That's their win condition. They need to go late. They need to be able to hold the game until the PA is able to get his items, BKB, enough damage desolators, and then get off the kills one by one. It's hard for second last dance to be able to come back from that. They lack so much physical damage. Even pushing towers is going to be a huge issue for them.
Yes, unless if this game ends quick, like how we saw in the first game, then they're probably going to have a problem.
Yeah, definitely. But again, all our predictions in the first game were wrong, man.
Oh man,
I'm really interested how this second last dance can pull off their weight. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, our predictions out the window, man. I mean, everything that you can think of, like, okay, Timbersaw, he can win the lane, he will have the reactive armor, he'll be super tanky.
Yep.
None of that happened.
Yeah, I mean, everything sounds good on paper until it comes down to player execution, right? How they run the lanes that really messes with their initial blueprint. But I do like the Lolos blueprint right now. They always keep in mind that they need to have some sort of control for every of their hero, which we see here. Really, really effective lockdowns, dependable lockdowns. And right now, they just need to power up the PA, maybe a 4-to-1 total, buy some time for the PA to come online.
But if you go up against burst damage, right? So burst damage, they are very effective, especially early to mid game, before you get all the magic resist stuff. So that could be something of a problem to the PA, because if you can burst the PA, even if you don't take down the PA, right? You just put his health down to less than 50%, keep his health at 25%. He's always forced to put himself in a very safe position, or even force himself to go back, or he has to keep buying healing items, and that's not good economically for him as well. And that could be the answer.
Yeah, in order to control his farm, at least his progression towards his earlier items. Yeah. Then again, it really comes down to the rotation. The Lolos has really good teams to actually help with their aggression. If, let's say, any of the teams decide to dive under tower, I think with having that much control, they're able to just save the PA from any precarious predicament.
Yeah, save the PA. That's the key word here, right? So the PA is now game. The president. Protect the president.
Yeah, give all lives. As long as the PA survives, we will win this game. That's the mentality they need to have right now.
Yeah, no pressure onto the PA, man. The PA is
no
like, more spotlight onto him. It's like, okay, we can give you all the protection, but if you can't farm quick enough, then it's going to be a problem as well.
Yeah, exactly. I like the Rubik pick, honestly. With the amplified magic damage together with the Zeus global presence, they're really able to just, extend at range in terms of casting their spells, as well as hitting at such an amplified amount of damage. It's really, really hard to calculate that, especially when you've not really played against a Rubik for a long time.
Yeah, of course, for you being a Rubik main person, I'm sure you're excited to see the Rubik here in this tournament.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be a mid Rubik, or is it a Zeus mid?
It was Res, right, that played Rubik?
Yeah, it was Res.
Post 1 Rubik?
Have you seen it? I mean, like, I'm very curious,
No, man. I can't imagine a Rubik being post 1.
If it's Zeus, I would imagine yes. A mid Rubik is really strong.
Yeah.
Able to come online at level 6, being able to steal an additional spell from another hero of your choice. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, mid Rubik definitely makes big sense, but post 1 Rubik, I don't know, man. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, while waiting for the game to start, just to reintroduce the handsome faces from these two teams. So Second Last Dance versus the Lolos. This is, of course, a best of 3 series. And we were just done with game 1, where Second Last Dance, they won that one. And now we're into game 2. So in Second Last Dance, they win this one. They will be crowned champions of the KEC2026 Dota edition.
The winner of this tournament will take home 600 ringgit as the grand prize, whereas the second place winner will take home 250. Not too bad, coming coming quite a ways into it. They're attending this finals physically, and they're playing it off in the gamers arena.
Wow. I mean, I could use that money for a nice steamboat dinner tonight.
Yeah, I think that's well deserved based on how well these two teams are playing at the moment. Just being able to celebrate, the camaraderie of how they've come to this finals, this stage. Either way, win or lose, I think coming out of this first and second place is already a great honor to be part of this tournament.
Yeah, I like your key point, right? It's the camaraderie of it, right? So it's a matter of like, getting together, having good games, and we can see a bit of banter while we were waiting for the game to start in round number 1, right? So you kind of can tell that these two teams, they have good relationships with each other.
Yeah, they can click.
Yeah, but looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. So don't go anywhere. Be right back for game number 2.
Hi, it's Gabe again. First off, I want to thank everyone in Germany for helping us make the International such a success. I have a quick announcement to make before we crown a new champion. We all share our love of the game with an international community, and I'm excited to announce that next year's International will also be returning to a previous location. I hope to see you there.
We've all heard stories of children running away to join the circus. Not in my experience. You can't drag them away. Besides, you'd be astonished the lengths people go to get a child back. People miss children. But your average run-of-the-mill hero, they're easy to catch, easy to train. Plus, they're all egomaniacs, so they're natural performers. Why not capture heroes?
Creatures of all ages, step right up. Step right up. Treat yourself to the tantalizing tale of Cogliostro Kettle's Clockwork Circus Extravaganza. Don't be shy.
Little squirrel, wake up. Little squirrel, wake up! Wake up! Good, you're up.
I'm up. Wait, where are we?
We have been captured by the ringmaster. We are prisoners on his circus train.
Huh, who told you that?
That did.
Welcome, I am the ringmaster. You are prisoners on my circus train.
It's been playing every 30 seconds for the last 6 hours.
Wouldn't that get irritating?
You have no idea.
Right, so, how do we get out of here?
That's what I've been waiting to talk to you about. You've been asleep all day.
Well, I'm awake now. What should we do?
Welcome, I am the ringmaster. You are prisoners on my circus train.
First, we get out of this cage, so we can shut that thing up.
I'm your malevolent maestro, your dark barker of the damned, your ever-humble ringmaster. Fresh from their so-called heroic exploits, I have procured, for your sole entertainment, a selection of the world's finest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our KSRP Esports Championship of 2026. We are now in game number 2. We've seen game number 1 taken over by Second Last Dance, as the Lolos had struggled to keep their pace within the game.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Based on the current lineup right now, we're jumping right into the game. And we see that Rez is on Rubik. Rez was previously on the SF and had a dominating performance with 20-1 in game number 1. And we're hoping to see if Rez is able to pull it off again. Maybe a mid Rubik, what seems to be.
But besides that, let's also remember that the first blood was by Second Last Dance without a smoke. And they seem to be having that same idea again of wanting to not only challenge for the bounty runes, but maybe also trying to find a first blood.
Oh, they had already taken the first blood, in the first game. I think that was done by the Lolos.
It was by Second Last
Oh, it was by Second Last Dance.
right? Yeah.
Milo, right? Milo had picked it up on the sniper, which was by Lolos.
Okay.
Yeah, so right now both teams are posturing for their runes defensively on both sides. I don't think they'll be engaging in a fight yet.
Because after learning for the first blood from game one, I guess both sides will play it slightly differently. But it looks like Second Last Dance, they're going for it. All right, they do have a lot of.
They're coming in from
utilities,
behind. Pincer attack moving in, and they're gonna catch out this Watanko all by his lonesome. Ego is still trying to block him out with the clockwork, and a response coming from the rest of the team from Lolos. Bring him down solo, but not able to secure the first blood, as both teams will scurry to their own lanes at the moment.
And so that's okay, and it's actually a good harassment to the PA if you kind of think about it. I'm not sure. He's now caught within 3 of them. Here comes the PA, but what can he do about the situation? There's nothing that the PA can do, and the first blood will be given to Second Last Dance.
And they're gonna give it over to Jack Frost for the last hit. Mid lane, Heroes. Almost gotten on by initiation from Egoist, so he's already being so annoying, roaming out these lanes this early on, and offering so much support.
His health is kind of low right now. He's dependent on the tangos to try to keep him alive in the middle. But going up against Rez, and yeah, like what you said, like so Rez, he did have a lane swap here. He used to be play in the
Position
side
1.
lanes, but this time he's going for the mid lane.
Yep, Egoisto just playing annoyed, using the cogs, hitting away the Earthshaker is the one that's taking the brunt of the mana burn.
Oh, nice pull
Look
here.
Denies. Oh, bottom lane. Lion fell again. And Jack Frost, is he able to get away? The Watt Stick able to keep him alive for just a bit moment. Maybe one more hit.
One dagger. Oh, not enough.
It's not enough, and he cannot clinch. And now they try to turn it over. That Milo on the other side, able to take out the career.
I wonder will he be punished for it though. So far he's able to escape falling in fall, putting back pressure onto him. But anyway, with the tower still up, he's still alright.
Nice one. By Rez, able to throw him back, but the tower just doesn't able to hit as much damage as he would hope for. In terms of last hit denies ops, maybe you can bring down the list, just so we can have a good idea of how they're winning the lanes.
Yeah, the last hit will be pretty nice to tell the story. Yeah, there you go. So Rez is doing very well in the middle. Zeus on the side lane, though not too bad. But now putting a bit focus onto the top, and yeah, with the amount of burst damage here at the top, you'll be constantly be pushed back, but Zeus is low on mana now.
Yeah, we can say the same for the side of Lolos. Earthshaker is just trying to get back as much mana as he can from the clarity, and we see the cogs just being a nuisance, right? These heroes have to sidestep every time the cogs are put up.
Oh yeah, and it's a good early skill to have. Expect him to also max out the battery assault early on as well, because it can be a very annoying zoning type of skill too.
Oh, Keros, so low.
Miss? We
Oh, you should be able to find this kill. Can Keros turn it around though with that?
Tower damage! Oh, he gets it!
Okay. I think it's a return kill. Oh no, he managed to have the fairy fire as well, the one charges. Keeps him alive. Rubik, able to get a solo kill onto the Amber Spirit.
Yeah, he had a bottle with him, so his health immediately went back up to tank that last few attacks from the tower, so he's alright. So we're 3-0 right now. Now we're going to put focus onto the other lane, and the current situation is that Second Last Dance is also winning this one.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough playing as a PA right now. And Ember returning back to the lane, try to put some pressure on Res, but yeah, he needs the levels, he needs the farm in order to catch back up. As Rubik is already one level up ahead of him.
I see Res wanted to go for the water room, but the moment he saw the Ember going there, he's like, okay, never mind, I'll turn back, I can take the other one. And he does have a bottle with him, so doesn't need to go back.
Yeah, but he still needs to be careful though. Heroes rooting him up and then trying to put him back. And there's a hefty amount of punishment from Rubik. They're going to try to exchange blows now that he's using the magical barrier, but the right clicks are still landing on by Res. Light of Fist, not doing much, and they're both really, really low. But Keros though, he took a lot of punishment from that exchange.
But that was interesting that both sides choose to disengage, but that's okay. The engagement is now happening at the side lane. The Lion's in trouble, and he will be taken out by Falling and Fall. They're looking for more here. They're going for Jack Frost, but then again, Falling and Fall gets a double.
That tongue whip able to bring him out of position and just cause the Lion to pay for his life with his very, very low health. And as a result, the PA was left to fend all by himself against these two other heroes.
And here comes the rotation by Egoist though. They just being a front man guy. And Araira and Milo, they don't want to engage onto him because Raccoons can just blast them all the way.
Yeah, with a full amount of mana, they can try to go on. The Cogs battery assault is already being unleashed, but he will retreat to safety under his power radius. Bottom lane though, Jack Frost really low. PA tried to go on him, but silenced up by Falling and Fall. And they're gonna keep him in place and that's an exchange. PA will actually trade his life away now, and they're gonna try to press on to I am not so sure, but he runs into a tree instead. Is this part of the bait? Not enough.
Power damage?
Oh my gosh.
Hello, this is
He's
Gabe.
Falling and Fall though.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
He's just going on a rampage right now.
I mean, he's tanky because of the level difference at this point. He's at level 5. So he's having a good time at the bottom. We're talking about a 7-0 at this moment in less than 7 minutes.
Yeah, gold deficit already at 4K. What do you think Lolos can actually do to make a comeback from this? They're still in the laning stage. It's hard for the teams to split up and provide support.
Yeah, they just need to farm faster, right? Get more
Easier said than done
last
when you're
hits.
experiencing so much pressure from these aggressive teams by second last dance.
Yeah, it is very difficult, right? But if we were to look at the last hits, right? The top 3 last hits, all of them are to heroes from second last dance.
Yeah.
So they just need to win more last hits.
Okay. I think for the Lolos, they just need to weather the storm. Don't feed too much. I think it's expected that they're gonna be losing a few heroes left and right. But again, I think safety is the priority right now. Oh my goodness, that's a nice Cogs on the 2. Even Res coming in for the rotation. Milo is gonna be the first one to fall, and the next Araira using the fissure, able to separate himself out. And they continue to chase as Egoisto is providing vision now with the flare. Diving on the tower, they still see Araira. They're not gonna continue to press on. Throwing the Cogs left and right. And he will try to secure the Wiz. Oh, he's actually running away. Can Egoisto make it to him? Oh, able to secure that as well. He's trying to Wisdom and teleport out.
Okay, that was kind of close though.
Yeah.
Wataku got taken out elsewhere. Falling in Fall gets another kill.
Oh no, PA. Egoisto is playing really, really well now. Just being such a menace all over the map. And look at that, 2 Cogs already hitting Milo. He has no mana left to respond. And if you're just a right-clicking hero, there's nothing much you can do. And look, even Raccoons is just diving under the tower.
I know, right? As if the tower doesn't exist. But good thing that Milo is kind of tanky, so it won't be that easy for them to take him out. But here comes Keros with the random. He's going to go for the chase there, but Raccoons managed to get away in time.
Yeah, he used the Super Mario hop, and he's out to safety. In no real danger at all. Keros, on the other hand, just wasted his time rotating and got no rewards out of that rotation.
No rewards.
Res?
Hence a bit of advantage for the middle to farm freely.
Oh, he finds the Lion. I'm not sure he's gonna try to get out of there. Would he be able to get? No. Being silenced up. Nice fissure, able to block out Jack Frost as well as Res. On the other end, Keros is coming in and playing in the river. The stolen Impel taken from the Lion, and now it's a 1-on-1. Who do you think is gonna win this?
Keros should be able to get away, but not in time!
He has nothing, running on empty, and now we see Earthshaker being silenced up, trying to fall under the safety of his own tower, but is doing nothing at all. In fact, it's not even hitting the enemies, it's just hitting the bug. And my goodness, the Lolos losing 2 out of that exchange. Even they lose the stack neutral creeps. He just sought on injury in that.
Oh man, the kill gap now is just super huge. We're talking about 12-0 in about 9 minutes into the game. And the Lolos, if this continues, the farm gap is going to be even wider, and it's going to be hard for them to make this comeback.
Yeah, they're snowballing. Now they're zoning him out. There's no way he can get this farm. He's in danger zone right now for Keros. Unless the team provides a response, it's hard for him to even defend his tower.
The tower won't be taken down yet. But from the back, they want to try to get Keros. Keros silence on the moment. And Ember Spirit is silenced. You know that is it, ladies and gentlemen. And mega kill streak now towards second last dance.
That's the thing. I mean, Ember, he should be playing really, really safe. If his teammates are not responding, he should just let the lane go, rather than being, this bait coming out. On the other hand, though, falling in for just doing whatever he wants, chasing down, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's providing assistance, but yeah, they're just gonna dive on the tower with the tongue lash. Being able to bring the lion back into his own grasp. And now he's gonna continue forward again. Playing the beat. Milo.
Wow!
Oh my goodness. The damage. Milo's all by himself. Zeus already lets out his ultimate, providing some global support, and yeah, they're just gonna hammer him down with 3 heroes down at the bottom lane. Falling in 4.
Well, 16-0 right now. And they're not done yet. Keros now is in trouble. And Rez
the Remnant.
Rez. Who's what got the Remnant is they went to the backline, tried to get Keros. Keros goes up to the high ground, but still not able to get out to safety. And Rez will secure another kill.
See, that's the misleading thing, right? With his zap, it's hard to predict how much damage he can dish out. And on bottom lane though. Oh, 2 heroes. This might just be it. Your first kill on the board for Team Lolos, but in exchange, well, they lose the PA. Falling in 4 has yet to fall. And I'm not sure he's just so low. He might just be the next target right now, but Milo stops him in his tracks. And yes, they will be able to take down this Falling 4, the next person to come in. Clockwork, not able to save his teammate. And he might be the next person to make this mistake. Egoist. Oh, the finger as well from I'm not sure. Able to secure that kill. This might be a turnaround that they've been looking for. The Lolo is able to find some light in this dark tunnel.
And they're able to pull back a couple of kills, so that's good news for the Lolos there. At least that will give them a bit of hope so far into this game. It's 18-3 with 8k net worth lead here for second last dance. So they have to crawl back still in this game. Not going to be the easiest, but that's going to be their challenge.
They need to find space for this PA right now. Only 18 last hits. Not finding much. At the very least, they need to haul out their tier 1 towers until they can secure the jungle. But they should definitely go on this Zeus. He is all by himself, right? Except Clockwork is posturing in the river. Rez also has come to the rescue. Milo is really low right now. And they're jumping on the Zeus. They're able to secure him. Not enough. Okay, the dagger will be able to make short work of that. Egoist though, now pressing on. Able to find Watako. And Earthshaker on the other hand. They found Rez. Rez is in the middle of nowhere, but the Echo Slam able to land onto him. Are they able to keep it in place? Yes, they can. Egoist though is next to pursue. Are they able to turn this around? Jack Frost also shows himself up. The silence onto the Earthshaker. He's got no mana left. He's probably just gonna walk it down, and I don't think he's able to make out of this alive. So Egoist though able to take 4 from Lolos, and Ember Spirit is the only one to survive this.
And overall, it's a bigger win for second last dance here in this round. So they are still ahead by 8k net worth, and they'll be able to take down this tower at the same time.
Yeah, they'll be able to secure this nice tower for them. Despite the fact that the Lolos lost 4, I think it's still commendable that they're able to maintain the gold deficit at 8k. Oh, we see the Power Rangers coming in. They're not able to defend the tower in time, but here they are. They're going to try a pincer attack onto the Egoisto. At the Malice. Lands for a while, and Keros is all by himself right now. He's separated from the team. And that amount of burst damage, even the silence coming in from Jack Frost, just able to secure, making sure he doesn't get away. And they're going to continue to press on. Raira is next to fall. Thunder raining upon him. He's next. Silence. Milo, can he run away? No, not tanky enough. In fact, we have so much burst damage coming from the side of Second Last Dance, dishing out all of their skills with no casualties at all. They lose 4 on the side of Lolos.
That silence is just so devastating to the Lolos. 1 silence, 2 silence, 3 silence. Nobody can get away after that. And with the level gap, even as tanky as you are, it's still going to be really hard.
Yeah, that silence was coming in clutch. Most of these heroes need skills to run away, and especially Amber Spirit. When he's silenced up, he really has nowhere else to go once he's dished out all his right clicks and Sleight of Fist. On the PA, I wonder what he's got right now.
Not much.
Oh no.
Not much. Pretty much nothing if you think about it.
For the Desolator. Oh, he's very low though. Yep, Jack Frost was thinking about it. Raira. If I was a Raira, I wouldn't be showing myself.
I don't think the PA should go for a Desolator early on. I think he should go for items that can help him to farm.
Yeah. Oh no, Egoist. Oh, Raz, they spot him out. A 1-2 punch and he's gone.
And that just shows you the level gap between them. 1-2 punch gone.
No time to even react. There was like half a life right there, just gone.
And his other teammates are not able to protect him because they are also as low in terms of level. If they show up, they get taken out too.
I think as a support, it's better to offer observation and allow your PA safety to farm. So even if you end up losing your life, as long as the PA can farm, that's the most important thing. Right now, if everybody's afraid of dying, I think nobody's going to get their farm, nobody's going to get their levels. They're going to be boxed in.
Yeah, Second Last Dance, they are starting to eat space though. Getting up in the middle, this tower is still protecting them, but falling in fall, showing himself towards Milo, forcing him to turn back.
Yeah, they're posturing and dominating the bottom jungle right now. It's really dangerous to be at mid or either at bottom. If any of the carries can go, they will probably have to reposition themselves to the top lane. And Jack Frost, they find him.
Silence?
Yep. Is he able to just walk away with that? Barely.
Yeah, no follow-up. Lucky enough, he was able to remnant away just in time. If he did not use his random and he got silent there, he'll be gone.
Absolutely. Second Last Dance is gonna continue their aggression. They're hungry for blood, trying to seek out anybody that's still wandering the jungle. And here, they're trying to mess up a bit of the confidence, or whatever's left of it, from the Lolos, as they're boxing them in, little by little, into what's left of their jungle.
But they're going for another chase here. They see the Earthshaker. Lincoln, they catch two, but they try to fight back. No, but I'm not sure. It's not able to get away to safety. Earthshaker is still fine, as I'm not sure will sacrifice himself for his teammate.
That was disgusting. Look at how tanky Rubik has become. You see the nice fissure, the block, but there was no follow-up, there was no damage. As a result, Rubik was free to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, absolutely, right? And part of his tankiness is also because of the level difference.
Yeah. This Jack Frost, though, must be nice to be supports that don't need to do the heavy lifting. Yeah, right now, Milo also. They're trying to hold as much of the base that they can, while Keros, hopefully he's able to push out the lanes with his mobility, and they don't find his remnant.
Oh, he just turned back? Okay. I guess
he
knows that.
Afraid. He knows that Rubik can just jump in, now that he has the Blink Dagger. And if they lose vision of any of these heroes, it's just... Yeah, it's just chronic unease to be alone in the map.
And he knows that he needs to defend. His teammates cannot defend without him because he does have the Sleight of Fist, one of the best skills to try to clear off lanes. So he has to be together with the team.
Yeah, with the presence of Clockwork though, if he doesn't show himself, he's always ready to just hookshot and, you know, stun you in. And that's where the whole team would jump in and join the fight. Oh, they managed to find Egoist though. At the same time, Peter Mala is dropping on. The Earthshaker is totally silenced, can't do anything at all. Battery Assault was keeping him in place. But Egoist though, staying in. Falling in for already showing a response, trying to take out this Milo, able to do so with that run last right click. And they'll hammer him down to the floor.
Well, that is a notice from Second Last Dance towards the Lolos. If you come out your base, that's what's going to happen. But because of that, the Lolos, they might be having PTSD right now. Is that, oh, how are we going to even come out to farm?
Exactly. I think it was more of a notice of eviction. You're not allowed to live here anymore. As they're going to continue to hammer onto their doors, banging and asking for rent.
Well, that's where Second Last Dance, they have a lot of money thanks to all that rent. 18k net worth right now difference. And now they're looking to go up to the high ground.
There's still Roshan available. They can always still take their time, secure the lead that they have. It's still a long while until PA is actually able to come online. If he ever does. He's still chasing that. Oh, he's making a different choice right now. Going for the Battle Fury. Do you think it's a little bit too late?
Yeah. I would have liked the Battle Fury earlier. But then again, to be fair, he was not able to farm. So, kind of difficult there. I mean, just look at his net worth right now, right? Look at the PA's net worth. It's like third from the bottom.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, even the Pit Lord has a higher net worth than him.
And that tells the whole story there, right? Like, I'm pretty sure he would have wanted that as a first item as well. But Araira sounds in trouble. He does have Karos together with him. So Bo will try to stop Res, but here comes Egoist from the side. Karos, nowhere to go. He can't use his render node, but he's being stunned out. And where's he going to run? But here comes the cavalry. Milo shows up together with his teammate. But from the side, falling in fall is there too. But Milo takes a lot of damage. Look at the damage by Res! And because of that, Res locks in a double kill.
You're gonna press on. Secures another one. Earthshaker on the trail end of it. That will be a 4-4 on the Lolos, and only Lion is the one remaining. Still hugging his base. That PTSD is still lingering in his mind.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's legit. It's legit, right? I mean, if you're the only one Lion, you go out, that's it.
Yeah.
And so far, he only has one finger stack, though. Yeah, with only one at this stage and this kind of gap, he wouldn't be able to blast down anyone easily yet.
I think he should just use it to farm. I mean, at this point, I would just take whatever I can get.
Use a finger of death to farm, okay. If he starts using that, then that's desperation, my man.
Oh, yeah. If this isn't desperation, I don't know what else. Oh my gosh, Res. That was a solo kill onto the PA. The Fissure tried to disjoint the fight, but yep. Rubik has so much reach.
Interesting, the Clockwork wasn't a threat to the Ember Spirit, but we'll check on that later because right now in the middle, they go up to the high ground and Res will get one. Raccoon, forget about the Rune at the same time, but falling in fall, gets a kill onto Araira. That's a big target there. They are looking at Milo, but they are looking at the tower at the same time, and the tower is more valuable than a nice, healthy, warm Milo now.
The Rubik stole the Fissure, able to secure the stun onto both the heroes and land them both of the kills. That's just crazy. Having a field day. There it is, stolen Fissure. Look at the range on that. And PA even has to desperately blink to his teammates. Oh, that's global presence. Wipes them out right away. Look at that. There's no time to respond.
Immediate double kill to Res, just like that.
How do you
My goodness, you gotta respect the Res right now.
So much burst and magic damage. It's like the moment you're half health, you're dead. The moment they see you, they have the reach. And now they're knocking on the doors of the tier 3 tower. Falling in for not taking any damage as well as he's taking that. All by himself.
Okay, now the tower is down. The Barracks is exposed, but 45 will be used. By a little bit more time for the Lolos, but yet second last dance, they're not going to leave this base. They will try to push him forward, and they're going all the way to the back line. That's going to be Egoist now. He's caught on the outside, but then again, Milo is the one who's in trouble right now, and falling in fall will take down Milo. Now it's time for second last dance to pull back.
Yeah, he actually went on the illusion, and he loses his life for being in such a precarious position. Can they try to finger? No, and they managed to do that. Rest is gonna try to get a return kill, but instead gets caught in the pit of malice. They're falling low, really low on the side of Last Dance, and they will end up losing just cross. Instead, they continue to press on, and they will take out Rest as well. Can they actually take this, continue on, and defend their base? Falling in fall, well, he's got nothing left. He's out of gas, but he can run really fast. Keros, he has a full load of mana, and the Vision will be able to secure the kill. Lolos able to hold their ground and take a return fight from that outcome. Second Last Dance was a little bit cocky there, but they are still sitting in a very comfortable position.
Yeah, let's be real. That was overconfidence by second Last Dance. Like in a normal situation, you will kind of pull back, but because like, oh, we have a 25k net worth gap, let's go for it.
I think they should be thankful that it wasn't the PA that took all of that money. If it was the PA, I'll be really worried for having a fight turn around like that.
Okay, but the Lolos, they need more than that one win.
For sure.
They need multiple wins like that in order for them to make a comeback because the gap is just too huge at this point.
For sure. They've already lost half a set of racks. Slowly but surely, Second Last Dance is already invading their base and making their stay more felt. Lolos is on a timeline right now, and PA even more so.
Keros, gotta be careful because he's kind of close with the Grimstroke. If he gets silenced, the follow-up might happen from there. So hopefully they don't bump into each other, but so far they are moving opposite directions.
Yeah, I think this is what is needed for Ember Spirit. He needs to be ballsy and just test the limits, right? Pushing out lanes, and at the bottom lane though, Milo is getting gone on. There's still his hit, I believe. Gets caught in it, and yes, look at the range.
Whoa!
I'm not sure also get caught in the crossfire as a result of Save a Friend syndrome.
Save a Friend syndrome, I like that one.
Yeah,
anyway, they're not stopping yet now. They're trying to go up to the high ground, and falling in for makes a showing onto the side, pushing the players of the Lolos back.
Iron also using up his buyback, ready to defend his place. But Watanko is already half life. Again, Rez is just saying, come at me, bros. And he's jumping in.
Goes in straight to the back line, and that's where he will get his target. That's going to be Watanko down, taken out. But there could be that one target, and I'm not sure we'll get a finger onto Egoist, though. That's at least one taken down.
Making good use of the finger right there. But Second Last Dance will continue to press on, laying siege to the bottom tower now that they've secured the mid lane of Rax.
Ruby got a Dagon at the same time, so that's going to be multiple blasts there by him.
Absolutely.
The Lolos, man. Okay,
They
but
know
at least
that
they
a
still
BKB
defend this one, so they're still alright.
Oh, coming in from behind? Are they going to keep on it? Yes, it is. But it's only Milo. Keros? Also, they're going to keep on going on Rez. But is it enough now that they're both rooted in place, stunned, and held in control? Rez, can he get out? But at the same time, Keros and Milo are going to fall first. That was a 1-1 on the back end, though. PA is trying to fight for his life, but ends up trying to finish this jackpot, but ends up getting destroyed instead by Rez. Rez actually managed to win the fight against the Ember Spirit and now takes his place in that area as well. I'm not sure, giving his last hopes. He knows that he is the last man to stand between his tower and the rest of the team, but couldn't secure any of the kills at all, and it's a full team wipe. For yours truly, Second Last Dance. Keros is next to join the fight, and is it another 6-man to fall?
Oh man, there was a dive back there.
And I think this is the end for the side of Lolos. They have lost all hopes in terms of coming back from this.
And it is GG, ladies and gentlemen. Second Last Dance will be your champion for the Dota edition of the KEC 2026.
Such a convincing performance from the Second Last Dance. Both matches we've seen, heroes like Rez just dominating the presence in both the lanes and also in all the team fights, able to secure every kill. And the Lolos, they were always on the back foot, always playing on defense. There were times where they were able to make commendable counters, but it just wasn't enough. The amount of pressure provided by Second Last Dance and their aggression, the bloodbath, it's just so overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, the score 53-11, that kind of tells the story. And this game ended in 28 minutes and 12 seconds, which is pretty fast for a Dota game, so to speak. But look at the amount of kills by Rest. 23 kills this time.
Oh, I love it. I love it that there's so much aggression from both teams. They're always on the hunt rather than just, I just farm and we fight at late game. But yeah, the amount of, entertainment at every turn, they're always hunting, they're always fighting, looking for skirmishes and kills. And that shows how much confidence Second Last Dance came into this tournament. They're picking crazy, crazy heroes. On draft pen paper, it looks like a fun pick, but is it a winning pick? It doesn't look like it. But here they prove us wrong. Managed to show us how much fun it can be playing such a lineup against the Lolos.
Well, as long as they win, right? It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you win. And they've shown it here. Also to point out that Falling in Fall got 19 kills here. So that is huge as well. So overall, Second Last Dance, they got more kills than the first game itself. And it's quite clear what they're trying to set up for. Right? We did talk about okay, this is going to be a very bursty lineup, lots of magical damage. And they took advantage of that.
Yeah, I think they make up for it. We put our money on the Lolos in the first game. We lost a bit of it. And now we got it back in the second game, seeing that, their lineup has been really interesting. And yeah, just been a really fun overall game from both sides of the team. They played incredibly well. Just hope they get to push further in other tournaments as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I look forward to seeing Second Last Dance play again. And how would they fare against other opponents as well, right? So that's something that I really want to see because based on their gameplay, they know of when to come in, when to go out. Well, of course, there was some iffy moments towards the end, but that's because they know that they have a big gap. But overall, they really know how to time their entry into a fight. So I really, really like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I guess we're coming to the end of the tournament. This is a best of 3, and so far, the standings are such that the Second Last Dance has secured game number 1 and also game number 2. They are therefore crowned the champions of the KSRP Esports Championships 2026 for Dota 2. And look at that, they even brought in a baby just to celebrate this moment.
Yeah, they have 8 players here. So by the time we have the next KEC, that kid will be playing.
Yeah, a prodigy in the building. Awesome. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you've already made it this far watching the stream, thank you so much for joining us in watching 2 incredible matches between these 2 teams. The runner-up, the Lolos, kudos to them for making it this far and also be able to just take something home from this whole experience as well.
Yeah, I mean, they still have cash money to enjoy later on, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that they made it into the finals is also an achievement by itself as well. So congratulations to the Lolos for also making it into the finals and put up a good show for all of us to enjoy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So here's us. We are signing up. My name is Hayden as your caster. And there is Sir.Cloud as well. Thank you so much, Sir.Cloud, for just putting up an incredible performance in casting for all of us here.
Yeah, thank you as well. And thank you for KEC2026 for having us at the Dota Dash this season. Hopefully we get to see more of each other, you guys watching at home as well for next season. And we'll see you guys again. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.